Hello and welcome back. Summer always feels a little extra special in this part of the world, and the arrival of summer always changes everything here. The light, the mood, the gardens, even the feeling inside the home. After so many grey and rainy days, the sunshine finally feels like a reward. And for the past few days, we have been having the most beautiful warm weather here. So this morning started with my usual living room reset. Opening up the space, fluffing the cushions, putting the things back into place, and just making the home feel calm again before the day begins. And one of my favorite homemaking rituals has always been turning on the diffuser first thing in the morning. Today I added a few drops of lemongrass essential oil and instantly the whole house felt fresh, light, and full of summer energy. So today I'm spending the day doing a little summer homemaking, cleaning and refreshing the home, giving some of the appliances a little reset, trying out a simple kitchen hack that I recently learned and can't wait to share with you all, along with enjoying a few slow and cozy summer moments throughout the day.
The perfect summer is
One of my favorite things about summer is finally being able to dry laundry outside again. After months of relying on the tumble dryer, there is something so fresh and comforting about clothes drying naturally in warm breeze and sunshine.
a little while. Are we at the end or are we at the start? 129 beats per minute from my heart. Anywhere we go.
After spending some time outside, I came back into the kitchen feeling warm and thirsty. So I made myself a big glass of lemon and chia seeds infused water. Honestly, it's become one of my favorite summer habits recently, especially on warmer days like these.
I was lost in a city dream.
Even though the temperature outside was only around 25 degrees, the house felt surprisingly warm inside. Homes here are built to hold in heat during the colder months, so on warm days like today's, it can suddenly feel quite humid and stuffy indoors.
I will never.
That's probably why I couldn't resist sneaking a few watermelon slices while cutting it. And the rest went straight into the fridge for later in the evening.
Wish that I could stay in this moment forever, so I can hold you in my arms. I will carry you on my shoulders as long as I'm able. Scare the monsters under your.
And while closing the fridge door, I noticed something that has been bothering me quite a lot lately: fingerprints everywhere. If you have stainless steel appliances or glossy surfaces at home, you might already know how quickly they start looking smudged again, no matter how often you wipe them down. Recently, I came across a simple cleaning tip that claimed adding a small amount of dishwasher rinsate to your cleaning solution can naturally help reduce fingerprints and leave surfaces shiner for longer. And I was so curious to try it for myself. Since many of you have been also asking how I make my DIY cleaning solution, I thought I would share this version with you as well. So for this I used 1 cup of warm water, 3 tablespoons of rinsate, 2 tablespoons of vinegar and 2 tablespoons of dishwashing liquid, and then gently mixed everything together. Rinsate is designed to prevent water spots and residue from sticking to surfaces, which is why it works surprisingly well on stainless steel and glossy finishes too. It leaves behind a much cleaner and smoother surface, so fingerprints don't show up as quickly, and the difference was visible almost immediately.
Deep in the abiding
The fridge looked so much cleaner, shinier, and even after touching the surface again, there were definitely far fewer marks left behind.
I will do everything I can for you.
I was so impressed with the results that I immediately wanted to try it on the rest of the appliances as well. So I quickly wiped down the microwave, the oven, and even the glossy surfaces on the crockery unit. And everything looked instantly clearer and more polished afterward. If you're enjoying this homemaking content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. It will mean a lot.
Beauty in the mundane.
There is something so satisfying about seeing all the surfaces looking fresh and reflective again, especially during summer months when sunlight makes every little detail inside the home feel brighter. These small homemaking tasks may seem simple, but moments like this always make the entire space feel lighter, calmer, and so much more refreshed.
Restoring everything within. Dreamy.
I also left the winter duvets out in the sunshine for a while to air them out and freshen them up before packing them away properly. I've been also planning to start my little herb garden for quite some time now, and today finally felt like the perfect day to begin with coriander, one of my favorite herbs to grow and use in the kitchen. To grow dhania from seeds, you first need to gently crush them into halves because each seed can actually grow into two plants. I usually soak them overnight, but today I soaked them for a few hours before planting them later in the evening. I already had prepared rajma and rice for lunch, but the weather felt so warm that I wasn't really craving for a heavy meal anymore. All I wanted was something fresh, crunchy, and refreshing.
Look out, here she comes. Woman,
So I gathered whatever fresh vegetables I had in the fridge and started putting together a big summer salad bowl instead. I thinly sliced some cucumber and carrots using my peeler, chopped up fresh lettuce, and mixed everything together into the most colorful bowl.
or at least I try to be. 'Cause I hope that I'm not showing.
For the dressing, I kept it simple but really flavorful. Olive oil, fresh lime juice, chaat masala, black salt, a little honey, white sesame seeds, and freshly chopped coriander leaves. And to make it even more filling and crunchy, I added some roasted peanuts and a mixed seed blend on top.
Try to let go. Because she won't be mine. I listen when she talks. I watch.
There is always something about a cold, crunchy summer salad that feels instantly refreshing on warm days like these. It's light, colorful, full of fresh flavors, and one of the easiest ways to make everyday meal feel a little more enjoyable during summer. And for drinks, I made this really delicious spicy plum cooler, or at least that's what I'm calling it. I simply crushed some fresh plums along with mint leaves, then added black salt, chaat masala, roasted cumin powder, a tiny pinch of red chili powder, lime juice, lots of ice, and finally topped it with tonic water. You can add any soda of your choice. And the flavor turned out so good. Sweet, tangy, fizzy, spicy, and incredibly refreshing at the same time. And it tasted exactly like something you would want on a hot summer afternoon like today.
Yesterday there was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane. And as the
So I finally sat down, enjoyed my lunch slowly, and took a quiet little break before continuing with the rest of the day.
And now there's something in the air.
After lunch, I somehow got into a complete appliance cleaning mood. Ever since trying this cleaning solution earlier today, I have been wanting to wipe down almost every appliance in the kitchen because the finish it leaves behind looks so clean and polished. At the same time, I also used these appliance cord organizers that I recently ordered online. They are basically small adhesive cord holders that stick into the back of your appliance and help keep all the wires neatly wrapped and organized. And while cleaning everything, I also wanted to show you how I usually clean my Ninja air fryer because many of you ask me about it quite often. I simply add a small amount of water, not too much because you don't want it touching the heating element, along with a bit of dishwashing liquid, vinegar, and a few lime peels. Then I let the air fryer run for about 2 minutes, just enough to create steam inside and loosen the grease naturally.
Dreamy, breezy, we go.
In the meantime, the rest of the appliances were left shining like new again with a fresh polished finish after the cleaning solution did its work. Now, before cleaning the inside properly, always make sure the air fryer is unplugged and completely safe to handle. Once the grease had loosened up a bit, I gently scrubbed the bottom section first, and for the heating element area, I used this oven and grill cleaner from Sif, which works really well for tougher grease stains like these. I only spray a very small amount and avoid using water around this section since there are electrical components inside. After leaving it for a few minutes, I gently scrubbed the surface using a soft brush and wiped everything down with a microfiber cloth. You can already see the grease starting to lift away quite easily at this stage. For more stubborn buildup, I go with the clean dry scrub pad and carefully work over the surface until everything comes off properly. It takes a bit of patience here, but the difference afterward is always worth it. And this is pretty much the exact routine I follow whenever I deep clean my air fryer. Do let me know if there are any other tips you would like to add on how to deep clean an air fryer, which will be very helpful for a lot of us.
The great yellow sun is reflecting in your deep.
By then, the day had fully settled into that slow and joyful summer feeling. And in the middle of all the cleaning and homemaking, someone was already very excited about making the most of the warm weather. My son had just come back from school and was constantly negotiating with me to fill up the pool since it turned out to be the hottest day of the year so far. So, of course, I couldn't say no to a little backyard summer fun.
As long as you're with me, get rid of all your sorrows. In the summer city, there's no place on earth.
Later in the evening, I finally planted the coriander seeds that had been soaking earlier in the day. I spaced them out gently in the pot, covered them lightly with soil, and gave it a good watering. It's always so peaceful about ending a busy day by planting something new, especially during the summer, when everything around you already feels so alive and full of growth. And that was pretty much how this warm summer day slowly came to an end. A day filled with simple homemaking, fresh food, cleaning, sunshine, and quiet little moments in between that made everything feel lighter and calmer. If you enjoyed watching the video, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel, and I will see you in the next one. Till then, take care, bye bye, happy homemaking.